Monday School is what Wally learned at church in 3 minutes or less. Think of it as like the Twitter version of church.
So we were looking at the story about the man whose son was possessed by a spirit, and he went to the disciples first to see if they could get rid of this, and it didn't happen. And so he goes to Jesus and he says, if you can, heal my son. And it's funny because Jesus, I think even had a little bit of sarcasm to him, because he replied to him, if you can, if you can, what? Have you not heard the stories there, Chief? If you can? Really?
Have you heard what I've been able to do?
Yeah, loaves and fishes. Is any of this ringing a bell to you? So it is kind of funny. He did. He said, if you can. And so Jesus says, everything is possible for those who believe. And the man said, I believe, but help me in my unbelief. And I've always resonated with this story because I get that. I love this guy's honesty in his desperation. He wants his son to be healed so badly. He wants Jesus to change his son's life, but nothing to this point has worked. So he obviously has his doubts inside of this, And I'm sure that sounds familiar because I think we've all been at that place where we're like, Lord, you made everything. I believe it. Everything I see, I know you've made. But man, I don't know if this thing can happen, And so that's why it's one of the reasons I love this story. But here's the thing. He brought his son, he brought his faith, and he brought his doubts to Jesus. He brought all of that stuff to him. And in this case, Jesus healed his son. So there are a couple lessons, for us, we talked about is we're going to have doubts in our faith, but we need to bring it all to Jesus and watch what he does with it. Even the doubts.
Because he even knows. He knows them anyway. I think sometimes we think, well, we can hide it from him. But the honest part of it is he already knows we have doubts anyways, but yet he still loves us in spite of it.
Absolutely. And the second part of this is people share their problems with us, kind of like the man coming to the disciples, and they tried to help, but they couldn't give him the help he was looking for. And the people, they want something from you, or they want you to help, and sometimes you can't, and you want so badly to. So the best thing you can do if you can't solve somebody's problem, the best thing you can do is bring them to Jesus. Bring them to faith. Bring them to peace, bring them to hope, and let him start to work in their lives just like the Father did in this story with his son. So there you go. That's your Monday School for today.